Hey, War Pugs, it's Anzac Day in Australia and New Zealand, so happy Anzac Day to you guys. And I know it's in other parts of the world as well, so if I didn't mention you, I'm sorry. Um, we're going to be checking out Sabaton Links Gallipoli today. And, one, I like Sabaton. Two, it's about the pretty much origins of Anzac Day, the campaign in Gallipoli. So we're going to check this out. Leave a like and a comment down below. Let's go ahead and get started. I like Sabaton. This is a no-brainer. Let's go. I like it already.
Voices from the other side, hear them calling for the thoughts now friends are resting side by side. They will never leave our hearts or fade away, live forever. They were far too young to die in such a way. How many wasted lives, how many dreams did fade away, broken promises they won't be coming home. Old mothers, wipe your tears, your sons will rest a million years. Found their peace at last as both turned to friend and forget. And they knew they would die. Gallipoli left their letters in the sand. Such waste of life, Gallipoli.
The entire First World War was a monumental waste of life. Just unexcusable.
Dreams of freedom turned to dust. Hell is waiting where the ocean meets the sand, cliffs of burden, where the soldiers rushed into a certain death. At the shoreline, blood of heroes stains the land. Light a candle, one for each of them who fought and died in vain. There is no enemy, there is no victory. Only boys who lost their lives in the sand. Young men were sacrificed, their names are carved in stone and kept alive. And forever we will honor the memory of them. And they knew they would die. Gallipoli left their letters in the sand. Such waste of life, Gallipoli. Dreams of freedom turned to dust.
The Ottomans right there. I love these old photos, I really do. Guys, so one of the things I just watched a wonderful video by Kings and Generals about the Gallipoli campaign, and the thing that struck me in there was the massive. One thing I've talked about with World War I is the technology we had used to kill each other had improved massively, but the tactics we had been employing had just not caught up with the technology at all. And what wound up happening was you had things like Gallipoli, where you had troops being stalled out because of lack of orders and supply issues and logistics issues and everything else that happened here. The first real thing that they did was they steamed into the middle of a channel and subjected an entire fleet to bombardment from the shore. So there was a lot of things that was done wrong at Gallipoli, but none of it had to do anything with the men on the ground that were doing the actual fighting. Their leadership failed them. Their leadership is what failed them in the long run. So like, I do think it's good. I've done a little bit of reading, and Turkey and Australia have a really good relationship. There's just so much about World War One that just bothers me on a fundamental level. World War Two bothers me for completely different reasons that should be obvious to anyone. But World War One bothers me because it was a war fought over legitimately nothing. It was a war fought because of treaties that had existed for centuries, and political marriages and all this, everything else. It was a war fought because royalty was a thing, and there's just so much about World War One that just irritates the absolute living hell out of me. And how many people died in that war, and what that war actually gave birth to, which was it was a war that gave birth to its sequel. And there was a lot of things that happened that from World War I that we're still seeing repercussions of today, like the Sykes-Picot Agreement and the splitting of the Ottoman Empire after it fell apart at the end of the war. The Treaty of Versailles, which immediately gave rise to the Second World War and the geopolitical situation that we have now. America's strategy of interventionism, the League of Nations, things like that. All of that came about because of the First World War. Some of those things are good. I do believe the United Nations is a force for good, and we're seeing a time of unprecedented peace now, but it was a war fought because one man in the right family was killed. And that was it. And I have nothing else to say, guys. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. It does help me with the algorithm. Guys, it's all of Sabaton's links are going to be in the description down below. I recommend that you guys check them out. I really recommend you check out their video in 1916. It hit me the hardest that I've ever seen from anything on this channel on an emotional level. And I will catch you guys next time. Once again, to all my Australian New Zealand peoples, happy Anzac Day. I'll catch you guys next time.